Those of you who are back in today, roster update tier list. It's what you guys want to see, highly requested from all of you, and I'm here to bring it for you guys to enjoy. Show some support by smashing the like and subscribe button. Discord link down below, almost 3,000 people. Membership link down below, you know what to do. And today, we're doing the tier list. Now I'm recording this on Monday night. I just don't have time. I'm churning out videos for you guys. So it's a day early. Tomorrow night, I'm balling it up at the b-ball court, so I don't got time to record it. Hope that's all right with all of you guys. First guy of the video, you know the deal. A tier and B tier. S tier. A plus, A minus, B plus, B minus. And obviously, if you're a below B and B minus, you're not included in the video. Just how it is. The first guy is Freddie Peralta. And he's a B minus, man. He's a B minus. You know, he was a B plus, A minus type guy. He was honestly an A minus. He went from A minus to B minus because he walked 5 batters in 3 innings in his last start. So he's a B minus type player. Use him as a pitcher flip. Luis Robert Jr. You know, this guy's not necessarily B minus, but he definitely is B tier, just B tier. The reason is 188 batting average on the year. He does have 4 home runs though, which brings the excitement up, and he only has 48 at bats. So while he's batting 188, it's only 48 games, man. So he's B tier. Garrett Crochet. Now Garrett Crochet, man, I mean, in terms of like how good he's already been, we bought him at a 78 overall. So I mean, he's obviously S tier historically. But can he make you stubs this time? I'm gonna put him as A plus, even at 2,200 stubs. Just because right now we have a formula that projects starting pitchers. It has him going 86 overall. But there's a lot of time that stuff could go wrong and he could shoot himself in the foot, and then the return on investment's not as high. Definitely an A plus investment though, and we're looking to break the stub cap. George Kirby. Now George Kirby, he's basically a worse version of Garrett Crochet. George Kirby, you know, there's talent concerns and whatnot, but last start was pretty solid. 7 innings pitched, 5 hits, 0 walks, 1 run, and 4 strikeouts. Now this guy's got to get some strikeouts. You know, he's got to raise the K per 9 in the game, and he's got to keep the hits per 9 low. So can he do that? Right now, he's projecting to get about a plus 0.4 in overall. So he has 2 or 3 more starts to really improve on that. And at 1,700 stubs, it's almost risk-free, and it's a pretty good pitcher flip, if not. So, I mean, I'm seeing him as an A-tier investment. Shota Imanaga. Pretty solid last start, man. 7 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. That's pretty good. His price, only 100 stubs above quick sell. I like that as well. You know, gotta strike some guys out because his Ks per 9 is his worst stat. If we look at his price, I'm gonna say Shota at 1,300 is a B plus caliber investment. B plus. Now, if he was an 84 overall, it would be an A plus. But he's an 83, so if he gets a plus 1, you're not making that much. You're barely making any stubs. If he gets a plus 1, you really need him to go to 2,000 stubs or higher. Now, I think he can do that based on hype. You know, roster update week, if he's hot, we'll see his price over 2,000. That's why he's a B plus tier investment. Joe Ryan. Joe Ryan, man, I'm liking him a lot as well. I can't put him in the same tier as Shota, man. I'm going to put him as A minus. I think Joe Ryan's a bit better right now just because in his last 4 starts, he's had 1 bad start and then 3 good ones on the season. 79 innings pitched, 85 strikeouts, 13 walks only, and 64 hits. And if we look at his per 9s, I see room for improvement in a lot of them. So I think Joe Ryan can potentially earn Diamond a little bit easier than Shota. And at the current price, it's risk-free. So I'm going to put him in A minus right now. Tanner Houck. Christian Yelich. Let's not breeze over him. Christian Yelich is going to be a B tier right now. You know, maybe B. He's like B plus. You know, we're waiting on the pop. He's got to hit some home runs or he's just going to stay the same. Tanner Houck, I got to check. Tanner Houck, he's looking good last couple games. 85 innings pitched, 84 strikeouts, 63 hits, only 15 walks. So, I mean, his last couple of games, the strikeout numbers have been good, have been high. It's just a matter, and you guys will have seen, I think he's pitching the day that this video will be coming out, I'm not too sure. But his next start versus the Phillies, probably getting smashed. At 1,700 stubs, he low-key might be a sell. You know, this is a pretty high price point right now for Tanner Houck. He basically has to go diamond. Because he's priced so high, I'm going to put him in B+, but I still definitely see the potential. Steven Kwan. Steven Kwan, man, honestly didn't know who it was until I started doing some research for this video. Like, I knew of him, but I didn't, you know, basically irrelevant to me. 370 batting average on the year. 4 home runs, and his power is that low. Let's see a power boost, man. Last 15 games, 2 home runs. He homered a couple of days ago. Last 7 games, batting .455. What the? How's that even possible? You know, this could be diamond caliber, you know, talent. It's just a matter of the fact he's an 83. Why is everyone good at 83? It's the worst overall to invest in. Besides 80, I mean, 83s and 82s, really, man. But I still see the value. I don't know what to rank him. I'm going to put him in A tier. A tier. Might be a little high, but I like it. Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Really solid last couple of games, especially in terms of strikeouts. It's going to have him at a price of 1,000. You know, you really need to see a +2 overall to make some stubs. I'm going to put him as B+, maybe A-, but we'll leave him at B+. Robert Suarez. Robert Suarez, really weird investment right here in terms of his stats in real life. He's got to kind of be perfect. And if he's perfect, we could see an Emmanuel Clase A type boost. I'm going to put him in B+ tier as well. Nick Pivetta. Nick Pivetta for quick sell? I mean, at this price, man, this is a good-ass buy. At 950 stubs, he's basically a great pitcher flip. So as a pitcher flip, he's A tier. A-. We'll put him in as A- investment at this price. If he gets closer to Yoshi's price, then he'd follow the same tier, in my opinion. Jack Flaherty. Let's take a look. Flaherty's a bit higher price, $970 right now. It's not terrible. And his last couple of games have been really, really good. Now, I'm a little bit concerned about him coming off of the back tightness in his last start. Hopefully, that is okay. Now, I think that Jack Flaherty's a really solid investment. You know, we've already taken him to the bank, bought him when he was a 74 overall, and now he's +8. So, I mean, ka-ching. I think we see Flaherty go 84 soon. So, I'm going to put him as an A- tier investment. Nick Lodolo. I tried, guys. The pronunciation is impossible. Listen, he's projected to get about a +1 right now, a little bit less than +1 right now. So, I mean, if he goes 82, you're making a lot of stubs for quick sell. I mean, this guy right now is an A+ investment. Looking at his stats, nothing crazy to be honest, but good talk, bud. The mod who does the formulas and stuff has him almost a +1. So, I mean, at that point, I like him as a buy. And it's time. The first S tier of the video. It's not going to be you. It's not going to be you, I promise you that. It's going to be you. Kyle Bradish, man. At 700 stubs, you're making a nice chunk of change. Projected to go 83 overall right now. Last 3 starts, he has about 15 innings pitched and 26 strikeouts. Pretty nuts numbers from Kyle Bradish. I like him as a buy for sure. S tier. Rafael Devers. Honestly, man, I'm going to put him in... it's close between B- and B tier. I'm going to put him in B tier, though, just because he already has pretty solid stats, but he's got to do more. I don't know what more he has to do, but really it comes down to hitting versus lefties. So it's a tough investment. Jeff Hoffman. This one's pretty tough as well. You know, he's doing all the right things. It's between B+ and A-. And I think we got to throw him in A- just because last 7 games, 7 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts, 1 walk only. You know, the walks are reduced to a minimum and 4 hits only. So I think we put him in A-, man. Bryce Terang. Where is he? Priced at $650. He really has to hit for some power. Only 3 homers on the year, but he's batting .360 in his last 7 with a .306 batting average on the year. Listen, man, I'm gonna put him in B+. Griffin Jacks, I really like as a solid investment opportunity, especially at quick sell, man. Last 7 games, pretty similar stats to Jeff Hoffman, and Hoffman's an 81 overall. 7 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 walk only, and 8 strikeouts on this season. He's got really, really solid numbers all around the board. So I think we see Griffin Jacks go potentially 82 overall, and this is A plus. He's close to S tier, but honestly, this is the first time hearing of him, man. So I'm gonna put him in A plus. And then we have Royce Lewis. Royce Lewis, this was the guy that I said buy up before the roster update drops, and now here he is, already priced higher. So that's a good sign. 353 on the year now, only 17 at bats. Dude's coming back from an injury, but in 17 at bats, he already has 3 homers, batting 363, 353 right now. I like him, man. Now he already has silver hitting, and his stats are pretty high. But if he hits a couple of homers versus lefties, I think we see him potentially go 83 overall. But he's got to keep up the momentum. I like him as a B plus, A minus, fringe tier investment. And there it is. That is the roster update tier list, man. I hope you guys enjoy the videos. Like I said, man, I'm grinding to get these out to you. Appreciate all your support, man. God bless. Peace out. Thanks for watching.